Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome to my first franchise mode video of NHL 21. So unfortunately the rosters are not at a really play now type of state, so I'm not going to be actually starting our Detroit series probably till sometime next week. Like, there might be an episode of it on Monday if they get a roster, like an updated roster out, or it might be later in next week. So next week might only start with like some Be a Pro while we wait for an update for our franchise mode rosters, because at the moment they are not very good at all, because there's a lot of players that are still like not in the free agency pool, and then also like people like Alexis Lafreniere and stuff like that from the draft aren't actually assigned to their teams. So we gotta wait until that happens before we could do anything. So we're just gonna do a little bit of a test and see how franchise mode is this year, see how the new trade deadline is, all that sort of stuff. I don't have a whole lot of time to record because I work in 50 minutes and I'm working from home at least, so we'll try and get as much done as we can before then, and I'm going to be putting this out after work. You're probably going to be seeing it. So we're just going to name ourselves Test, and we'll be playing just as a Sens just for this test, but our actual series will be with Detroit just because it'll be a pretty good challenge for us, I think. So yeah, let's choose Ottawa just for this test. And yeah, so I'm wondering what's gonna happen with guys that are immediately free agents, like Duclair, for example. Like, is he just gonna drop to free agency right away? So player morale, we are going to keep on. Yeah, we're gonna keep on for this test. Why not? Fog of War we're gonna turn off because I never like that, to be honest. GM firing is gonna go off. Head coach, edit lines, let's go with off because I like to make my own lines. Auto owner mode on, and I think that's good. And the rest of the stuff we're just gonna leave, I think, just as is, unless actually there is some new settings here that EA mentioned, which was draft class quality, but I don't know if we're gonna actually be able to get to a draft in this video. Trade difficulty, let's just put it to hard. I don't know if we're gonna even try any trades or not. We might try some just for fun, and that's good. And then quick settings, but actually that's where I just was. It's early in the morning, so don't blame me if I make any mistakes. So we'll just go fully healed on these. Actually, we should turn injuries off. Yeah, we'll turn injuries off. Sim scoring, medium. Draft class quality, that's a new thing, medium. And draft generated prospect quality, medium. So you could set that. Interesting. So I'll just do medium and medium, and that should be good. Sim engine shot frequency, that might be new as well. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's quickly turn off injuries as well, because yeah, just since we're only doing a little bit of the test, we might as well not have injuries, because or else that's going to be a bit too tedious. And yeah, let's start up this test mode, see how it is. I'm pretty sure it's very similar to last year, except for the record book and the trade deadline being the big additions. But yeah, let's see how they are. I'm kind of interested to see how they look in person. I know I've seen some screenshots of them, but yeah. So it does seem like it does take a while to create a franchise mode, but I think it did always in like NHL 20. So okay, so we should be almost up there. There you go. Looks very similar to last year. New franchise mode. Welcome to new franchise mode. You could now interview, hire, and fire your entire coaching staff in the NHL and AHL. Coaches have multiple effects across the mode, and combined with our scouting system, you now have full control to build the best organization in the NHL. Okay, so now we can just fire anybody we want without okay, I think I know what it means. Unless that's no, this stuff was from last year. I don't know why it's showing me it again. Coaches, okay, that's not really much new. Yeah, it's showing the same stuff from last year, I guess, in case there's any new people. And then scouting accuracy, yeah, we already know all about that. Fog of War, I turned that off, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, and yeah, let's see what it is. So right now, I'm pretty sure it has still the 2020 draft class at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it still has the 2020 draft class, and that's why we can't start our series yet. And apparently Tim Stutzel's only a 68, so I'm kind of pissed at EA for doing that. But yeah, see, it's a morph actually of 2021 and 2020. so it's not even playable at all. But yeah, so also what is new is, as you can see, the team status is listed as seller instead of like they don't have like contender and champion anymore. Like you end up setting yourself as a seller. I think there was like a conservative seller and all that sort of stuff too. So it should be interesting when we actually get to set our status at the trade deadline. And yeah, let's take a look at the record book, wherever that is. Is it anywhere? It's probably over here somewhere. Oh, record book right here. Perfect. So yeah, on this record book you could see the entire career stats for every single franchise in the league, which is pretty cool. That way, like if we traded away somebody, we could see if they end up being the best player in that team's history. You could see the entire league as well for most games played by a goalie, that sort of thing. So we could see if one of our players end up getting there, which would be really sick. And then we could go season records, see who the best season records are for each team as well, and in the NHL, and in rookie records for the entire league and for in specific teams. Like Cam Fowler has the most assists in a rookie season. I didn't realize he had 30 assists per season. Interesting. So yeah, that type of stuff is pretty cool. Let's just quickly check some of the Sens records. So Yashin's the best rookie in terms of points in his first season. This was 79 back in 1993. Wow. And then season records, interesting, and career records. Points, obviously Daniel Elferson leads the way with a lot of those. Okay, so I think we're just going to start simulating, because apparently the simulation is also a lot faster this year according to some of my friends who are game changers. So we'll see actually if the sim engine is a bit quicker than in previous years. So let's get this preseason done. Actually, let's just sim all the way up to the trade deadline just so we can see how fast it goes, and that way we could get to making our first like trade deadline appearance, because I don't want this video to be super long. But so we'll go up to against Calgary, and yeah, I don't really care about our owner goals. You want us to acquire a first round pick for the upcoming draft. Okay, that's pretty reasonable for the Sens. I don't know who we're going to be trading away in that sense, but let's decline that. Actually, I want to quickly check something before the preseason begins. I want to see who's in the free agent pool. Is it going to be like people that are actually in free agency right now, or how the contract status is as well, because that seems like it's probably messed up as well, and that's probably why I'm not starting series. Yeah, see, Matt Barzal is there as an RFA. Ryan Pulock is an RFA as well. There's a lot of RFAs, holy. Yeah, pretty much all the guys that are RFAs that haven't actually signed a contract in real life yet, or some of them have recently, are here. Or you have guys like Athanasiou, who I think didn't get qualified, so he would be a UFA. So that stuff needs to be updated, and hopefully the EA does that pretty soon. In terms of UFAs though, like they don't really have much of them either here. Like they have a couple of the buyouts like Ryan and Grabner, but yeah. Okay. And then how's like the contract status? Well, actually everybody's RFAs, so I don't know how that's like if teams are gonna start signing players or not, but let's just go right to the trade deadline just to test out how the sim speed is, and maybe we'll make some trades at the deadline just to see how that works out. So auto assign promotional nights. I don't know if we get to set our status right now. I think it's right before the deadline, if I'm not sure. And also they don't have the new Sens jersey and new logo yet, so you guys know, you probably could tell that by the logo on the side. They'll probably put that in as a patch, like I would assume pretty soon, because I'm pretty sure they didn't know about the jersey update until it was actually released. Okay, so let's see if this is a bit faster or is it normal. Okay, it's a lot faster right now, but it's usually, I remember always in past NHLs it would slow down right around the deadline. So if it does that, it's pretty much the same thing. So we're going to offer 2/3 for third, fourth, and Ron Hainsey. That's actually not a bad deal in real life. I don't know if Ron Hainsey's a free agent this year. I don't know if he actually got re-signed. I don't think he did. Let's just keep on going through this as fast as possible. I might make some jump cuts now and again just because this is just a test video. Damn, Andy Green on waivers. I'm not accepting that. David Savard for a third and a seventh. That's not. Wow, Columbus is doing what they're doing in real life right now. Like, I would say David Savard's maybe worth more than as. Maybe not. Maybe that's a fair trade. But yeah, David Savard. Columbus is my second team, and like the Ryan Murray trade was pretty shocking. But I think we're trying to open up some cap room, and hopefully we could get one of those big free agents. That would be nice, like Pietrangelo or Hall, all that sort of stuff. Free agency actually doesn't start. Wait, yeah, it starts today. I think that I'm recording this because it's Friday. I think it starts today. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, why do we have these conversations with our coach? I'm just gonna persuade him because I don't really care about this stuff with the coach. Let's just go disagree. I don't care about how our coach acts right now because we're just doing a test run anyways. But it looks like they already have Buffalo's like light blue jerseys in this, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's continue simulating. Surprisingly, we have 5 wins already, but we're not off to a great start, which is what I expected. So we're probably just going to try and trade away one of our best players if possible at the deadline, just for the fun of it, or just see who's out there. I don't care if we make a dumb trade in this, because when it comes to our Detroit mode that we're going to do, we're going to probably be trading away a lot of the bigger guys. I don't know if there's probably quite a bit of youth now in Detroit, because they did let go of like Jonathan Erickson. I forget who else. Wow, we just got offered Ethan Bear, but I just rejected it. I don't know what the offer was. I'll have to check that in post, but I think that was probably an interesting offer. It's probably because he was an RFA. Stepan in fourth for a third, Borowiecki in a fourth. See, like Borowiecki, I think is a free agent this year. So I don't know why, like, all this contract stuff is screwed up. Like, I don't know how long it's going to take EA to actually update that, but hopefully not too long. But meanwhile, we'll probably just do a bunch of Be a Pro videos. I already have one pre-recorded for Tuesday. And yeah, if there is no roster update before Monday, I'd probably put out like a franchise episode next Friday if there's an update by then. I would assume so by then. Like, they probably want to have these rosters at least updated by like release day, like the official release day. Because right now we're still in our trial. But I'm supposed to be getting the game fully on Tuesday, and then I'm going to get into more of my roster build, because I've already started some. If you guys have seen on Twitter, I've been getting actually a lot of likes on them, so I'm pretty pleased with that. And yeah, so that roster build is going to be a lot of fun to get done. I wish I didn't have these damn conversations with the coach, because it eats up a little bit of time. I don't want to use up too much time right now. I believe after 43... I'll just go persuade again. I don't care, coach. This coach is going to be so mad. But whatever, it doesn't really matter at this point. But yeah, I'm excited to get my like 2003 build like actually started, because I've been right now making like team jerseys and stuff like that. But I haven't actually started making any players except for one, which you guys would have seen on Twitter, which is Steve Ruchin. And yeah, we're gonna probably get this build out. I'm hoping for December, but it might end up being like January because of the later release date for this game. So okay, so we're almost getting to February, which is good, and somehow our team is actually still around 500. So the sim engine still seems to be a bit iffy. They definitely need to work on that sim logic a bit if you're not a good team. Well, I mean, the Sens actually would be a good team if they had Stützle in the lineup, maybe. And also with the real additions like Matt Murray that we've had recently, I think the Sens could do a lot better than last year. But obviously we're not like a playoff team, I don't think, yet. But we're trending in the right direction for sure. Even with that addition of Ergood Branson yesterday. How is this team winning so much? 25, 25, and 5. That was a bit of a tongue twister. We're almost coming up on our first deadline. I know it acts really quickly as well, though. Like, teams start making trades right off the bat. Like, it only took a couple minutes before one of my friends made a trade, or seen a trade happen between the AIs. So you gotta act quick in it, it seems like. Okay, so it's probably gonna get us to set our stats here. Let's actually quickly check who's been doing what though on this team. Who's leading? Tierney's leading with 47 points, and he's already got 25 goals. Let me just take a quick look. What could we upgrade this team with for fun? Maybe some fourth liners if we wanted to upgrade. Like, we could try and make this team a playoff team right away, but that defense, it's a bit bad on that bottom six. And we still have Craig Anderson, even though he's gone to free agency. Wow, I just realized Brandstrom was scratched. X-Tech's not gonna like that. Yeah, I'm fine with just trying to trade to make us like a Stanley Cup contender for fun. Even though I'm not gonna probably do any playoffs in this video, I don't know. We'll see. Because this is just a test. Let's go to the deadline. Since we're around 500, let's do a conservative buyer because we don't want to be making like outright super stupid deals, but we want to be making maybe some that could help us go to the playoffs. So let's go conservative buyer for fun, and let's enter this trade deadline screen. And I already know what it looks like, and yeah, it looks really, really nice. Okay, so we already got time clicking on the clock. Let's see who's the best available. So it's Dustin Byfuglien. He's in LA, I guess he signed there. Chicago's got Tays on the block. Barzal's on the block because he's in RFA currently. Fleury's on the block. Anti-Ranta, damn, some good players. Cam Fowler on the block. Letty's on the block. One of these two would probably help out our defense a bit, so let's try and trade. Both teams won first round picks, which is the only problem. Anthony Mantha on the block is pretty crazy as well. But they want a first line forward, top 4D. I don't know what we're going to be able to go after. Let's just go propose trade. See what's on the block for all these teams right now. Josh Manson would be actually not that bad either, but he probably doesn't have as much trade value, I assume, as Cam Fowler, but you never know. So there's reduced trade values for some positions, I think. So let's see, can we get Manson? They're probably gonna want like a first round pick back, and they might take him off the block if they end up moving. Like who is it? If they end up moving Fowler. So we have multiple second round picks, so we'll use our own second because it's lower, and we'll throw in a fourth from Colorado. That should get it done, I would assume. And there's been a trade already. What happened? Elvis Merzlikins, David Savard, and a sixth to the Edmonton Oilers for Philip Broberg and Stuart Skinner. What the heck is that? Damn, Columbus must be like not good at all this season. Okay, so that's our first ever trade we've ever seen in a trade deadline thing. Let's propose a trade. Sweeten the value just a touch. Okay, so we're actually getting really close to acquiring Josh Manson. Let's do a third round pick of ours as well. This might be a dumb trade, but it doesn't really matter. And that's acquired, so we'll send Brandstrom down, so at least he gets some playing time maybe down there. So we've acquired Josh Manson, and there's been another trade down there. Holy crap. Damn, this is moving quick. I see what they mean about it being like real life NHL. So yeah, Cam Fowler's now off the market because we traded for Josh Manson, which is kind of interesting. So far, these are the players that have been moved at the deadline. Wow, a lot of players. Philip Broberg, though, I'm kind of surprised Columbus traded for him. Another trade. Montreal has acquired trades Josh Brook a third and another third and Alain to Chicago for Brandon Saad, Calvin DeHaan a sixth. Wow. Okay, I don't know what Bergevin's doing, but okay. But yeah, this is kind of interesting. It's going pretty quick. I don't know if there's any way to advance past this quick, or I could actually quit it if I want to, but it's kind of neat how it shows like the standings and stuff on the bottom. I really like that touch that they added. So let's see how bad is Columbus been simming so far, out of curiosity. LA is doing really bad, so that's probably why they offloaded Dustin Byfuglien. Makes sense. Trades of day. Okay. Does that even make sense? Trades of day? Do they mean trades of the day? Because if so, then that's a little thing to point out. Winnipeg's the bottom of the Central Division. Damn. I feel like that's kind of realistic though, because in real life they're kind of trending downwards a bit. And there's another trade. Vancouver has traded Jet Wu and Petri Palmu, I think his name is, to Columbus for Ryan Murray and Riley Nash. So yeah, Columbus is offloading everybody. Like, how does their roster look now? Columbus is going through a rebuild, which sucks because Atkinson's my favorite player, but they have been selling everybody. Drillis is a seller. They still do have some good pieces, but they've literally gotten rid of so many good players. And they still have Nick Foligno on the block, and the Flyers have made a trade now. They've traded their first in 2022, German Rubstov, and a third for Brock Nelson. Wow. The trade logic seems actually a lot more realistic too. At least I'm finding with this than like previous NHLs. Metro Division standings, how bad has Columbus been? I didn't even see their record. But they're selling everybody, which is kind of neat. And, oh, there's been another trade before we can see that. LA has traded a third, Bobby Ryan, I think that is, and a fourth to Pittsburgh for Pierre, whatever his name is, Pierre-Olivier Joseph, a third and a seventh. Okay. Is he going to continue this slide or where it was, or... No, it's not. Damn, I didn't even get to see how much Columbus had, but yeah, they're off to a really bad start. But let's actually look at team statuses quickly just to see if it's realistic. So Anaheim's a seller, makes sense because they're rebuilding. Damn, so many trades, what the heck? Islanders trade Devin Tays a third and Kuhnhackl for a first round pick in 2021 and a second. Damn, that's a lot to give up, but interesting. Carolina's defense gets even better. Arizona's a buyer, Boston's a buyer, Buffalo's a buyer, Calgary's a buyer. A lot of teams are listed as buyers. Oh, so it's just either buyer or seller almost. Actually, no, there's some conservative ones. Okay, so I don't think we're going to make any other trades. Let's just take a quick look at the draft board. You can actually check the draft board already in this, which is kind of neat too, because then you can know what kind of a pick you've been trading for. But yeah, Manson's a good addition, I think, to our defense. I didn't actually even check if he was a scheme fit before trading for him. But yeah, a solid addition to make this defense a bit better. So yeah, I think I'm going to quit this, and then we're going to just take a look at all the trades that have happened at the deadline. But that's actually really fun. Definitely makes deadline day a lot better, because like deadline day could be like literally almost an entire episode on its own. So, okay, so let's take a look at all those trades that have happened. Multiple morale changes for trading for a quality player. We're probably just going to go best lines, though, quickly. Just because, actually, I might actually take out somebody out of the lineup. But that's a good addition to the lineup. I don't see it happening like that in real life, but let's see. We can move that down. Move Borvieski down to play with Riley, and then we could take Jaros out and put in Manson. Yeah, that's a good top pairing. Okay, let's just leave it like that. Don't really care about putting him in other parts of the lineup. And yeah, let's take a look at those trades that have happened, see if there's anything that's super unrealistic, because we did skip a lot of it. So Gusev a third to Vancouver for Hoglander, a third, and Michael DiPietro. Ryan Strome, the other Strome, heads to Arizona with a third and a fifth for Victor Soderstrom and Valentin Nussbaumer. Andrew Shaw to the Islanders. Mantha to San Jose. Grabner to Tampa Bay. Yeah, that's a pretty busy deadline day. Well, not super busy, but a lot of interesting deals that kind of make sense. Huh. Okay. And I think that's all we wanted to check on there. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. I don't think I'm going to finish this season, because this video is already like around 25 minutes, which is a normal franchise episode. So, yeah, anyways, that's going to do it for this first look at NHL 21 franchise mode. I want to know what your guys' opinions are down below if you've played it yet. What do you guys think about it? Have you enjoyed the new additions of like the record book, as well as the trade deadline day especially? What do you think about it down below? Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you probably on Tuesday with a Be a Pro episode, because I feel like they won't update the rosters by Monday. So see you guys then.